Hi everyone, welcome to Harsha Trainings. In this video, we are going to cover Python introduction. Let's move on to this session 3.
Yeah, good evening everyone. From today onwards, we are going to start a little bit programming. Yeah. Before going to programming, I wanted to discuss few minutes about what are the basic functions which I'm going to use today's session. Okay. Now, the first function is input function. Okay. Input is a function which is used to read data from keyboard. Okay. Read data from keyboard. Okay. Read data from keyboard. Okay. Now, one important point you must remember, input is a built-in function in Python which takes a string as argument and which returns a string as output. Okay, this is the input for the input function is str, and the output of input function is also str. Okay, now let me discuss with a small example. Now, print is a function which is print is a built-in function which is used to print anything onto the console. Okay, if I give anything either in the single quotes or double quotes, it will print as it is onto the screen. Okay, now here let me little bit increase the font. Now, input is a function. It is taking string as argument, and whatever the data I'm storing in X, but this is also in the form of a string. Okay, now let us take Rama. Okay, I have taken input as Rama, and whatever the value which you are storing in X, it is a string. Now print of X is Rama, and I have a function called type of X. Type function will give me what is the data type of this variable. Okay, now type of X is string type. Is it okay? Now, according to the input function, which always takes a string as input and which returns a string as output. Clear for you? Now let us take now I'll take one more data. Now I want it. Now if I want to do any sort of mathematical operations, okay, normally I cannot perform any mathematical operations I cannot perform on string, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, everything I cannot perform on strings. Okay, so what I will do, I will convert the given string into integer. It can be done by using another built-in function called int function. Okay, now if I want to convert the same data into float, I will use another built-in function called as float. Okay, int function which converts anything into integer, float function which converts anything into float. So now look at here what I am doing. Whatever the data I have taken, now enter the data. Here I have taken 100. Basically 100 is a string. This string I'm converting into integer. Now I'm going to store it in a variable called as x1. Now I'm printing x1, and I'm also printing what is the data type of x1. Now can you please respond? Now here x1 is an integer, here x is a string. Will you agree?
Yes, sir.
Now let us take with the float data. Now here I'm taking something 100. Here 100 is called as string. The string I am converting into float. Then what is the value which are storing in x1? Here the x1 is a float. So look at here. Internally, whenever I print x1, it is printing as 100.0. And what is the data type of x1? It is float. Will you agree?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Now,
Yes, sir.
I can perform any sort. Now let me discuss another concept. If I print anything on single quotes or double quotes, by default it is taken as string. So can you please tell me what will be the output if I print this?
3 plus 4.
3 plus 4.
Now I need output. Is it a string or is it an integer?
It's a string, sir. It is.
It is a string as it is. It is a string as it is. But if I give without any single quotes or double quotes, then it will be 3 is an integer, 4 it is integer. Then plus operator will do addition, so it will become 7. Yeah. Now Now, can you please respond what will be the output here? This is a string and this is an integer. The value of 3 plus 4 is 7. Okay, now here, could you please respond what I am speaking, please? I am taking two numbers. Then I am doing some sort of operation, addition operation. Now, let me discuss with a small example here. Now, here what will happen? Whatever the data I have taken from keyboard, by default, it is a string. Input, enter the first number. For example, if I enter 100, this 100 is a string. Okay, na? I'm converting the string into integer. Now, whatever the value n1, it is consisting of 100, it is an integer. Same thing, if I take 200 here, basically this 200 is a string. I'm converting this 200 into integer and I'm storing in a variable called as n2. Now, n2 consisting of value 200. Will you agree? Now,
Yes, sir.
once again, I'm converting that number n1 integer into float. Now, here it will become 100.0, and n2 will become float. This will become 200.0. So 100.0 plus 200.0 will be 300. That will be stored in some and printing here. Look at here carefully. I'm taking 100 as first number, 200 as second number, but I'm converting integer once again into floats. Clear for you? How to play with type conversions from one type to another type?
Like, sir, I have a doubt. In case we are
Yeah,
converting
please.
to float, so
Yeah.
in case we are converting to float, so in that case, like say yesterday we were pointing it like say 1.3, so it was storing as 1.300004. So
No,
that way, case we consider.
wait. Still, I have not gone for fractional part. There is a module will be fractional. That we will detail 0004. We will discuss in the fractional module. Okay, that will come in the next coming session. Slowly today
Okay.
only I have started the programming. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, please. Now, are you understanding what I'm teaching? That is the matter for us. Okay. The future topics don't go beyond me. Okay, please. I will teach you. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I'm going to introduce a new function. Now, can you please respond what will be the outcome? Print 2 to the power 8. It will be around 256. Now, same thing, if I'm printing, can you please respond what will be the output? In string, same will be printed as it is because it is a string. Now, I'm introducing one more function called eval. Eval is another built-in function which always takes input as a string and it is going to return as output as numeric. The output for evaluation function is always numeric. It can be integer, it can be a float, okay, either integer or floats, okay, but input is always string like input function. Now I wanted to do this eval function, do some sort of expression evaluation. Now can you please tell me what will be the output of this one? 2 to the power 8. This is a string. The return type is integer, so it will be 256 as it is. Okay, na? Hello.
Sir, can you explain again?
Here I have taken my function is now let me remove this please. Now I'm discussing about a new function called eval. EVAL. Eval is a built-in function which takes string as input. Here it is taking string as input and which is returning another numeric value. Okay, numeric. Okay, now what is the input function has taken? Input function has taken input as string and output as string, whereas eval function which takes input as string, output will be numerical, either it can be integer or float. Now
Okay.
here I'm evaluating 2 to the power 8. Is it a string? Is it a string? Anything within double quotes or single quotes in Python is called a string. I'm taking input as string and I am evaluating, and the output of this expression will be 2 to the power 8, that is 256. Got it?
Okay.
Now Can you please respond what will be the output of this one? X is equal to 100. Now, because I'm using eval function, even though you are giving string as input, which is going to return output as 200. 100 multiplied by 2. Will you agree it is 200?
Yes, sir.
Now let me discuss a simple and important application. Please understand carefully. Now, this explanation, this concept I'm explaining. If you observe carefully, here I'm taking x equal to 3. Okay, so this will become 3, and this will become 3 plus 1 4, and this will become 3 plus 4 5. Will you agree? So 3 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 12 multiplied by 5 is 60. Will you agree? Now, whenever I call eval function with evaluate, evaluate is a variable which consisting of string as argument. This is entirely string. Is it okay? Now, the eval function returns output as numeric as 60. Look at here carefully. What is the output of this one? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Then let us do now. I wanted to start a new topic called conditions and loops, please. Now, first let me discuss about 10 minutes about what is theory for conditions and loop, where exactly they will be used. Then we will write some application programs. Clear till now? Till now we are discussing about four built-in function. What are they? Input function, then eval function, then type function, then we went for int function. Int function is used to convert anything into int. Then we went for float function. Slowly, Python supports around 60 functions. We should know each and every function. Now let me discuss what is the meaning of when to use conditions and loops. Now, generally speaking, we are going to write the program in a sequence of instructions. Is it okay? This shall I call this as a sequence of instructions? Sequence of instructions. Now, actually, all these sequence of instructions will be executed one after another. Okay, all these sequence of instructions will be executed one after another. There are some situations after executing second statement, I may be moved to seventh statement, or I may move to ninth statement, depending upon the conditions. Is it okay? Now, did you understand what is the meaning of condition? Conditions always returns either true or false. Okay, if the condition becomes true, I may execute the fifth statement. If the condition becomes false, I may execute the seventh statement. That means I am unable to execute the statements in a sequential order by using conditions. Clear? Now, generally, programs contains a set of statements. These set of statements gets executed sequentially in the order in which we have written in the program. Okay, but there are some situations where we can change the order of execution of statement depending upon the conditions. Every condition returns either true or false. Now, this involves a kind of decision making from logical conditions. Is it okay? Now, can you please join in time Monday? I think Sukada, can you please from tomorrow onwards? You will get connected to the subject, but I have completed important concepts, please. Okay, tomorrow onwards, please. Now, this involves a decision making for logical conditions. Now, we know that every logical condition expression returns true or false. This we have seen in the logical operators. Now Python supports three different kinds of conditional statements. First one is if condition. Okay, here I can take only one condition. Second one is if else statement. Here I can take two conditions. Now if else statement, here if I have more than two conditions, I will use if else statements. If you permit me, I will start one by one. Shall I go? Can you, everyone understood what is the meaning of decision making? Now, let us start with the branching. Now, if is a statement in any programming language, okay, if is a statement, both this if condition is a lowercase, then it followed by expression. Okay, either expression or you can also call it as condition. Okay, condition. If this conditions becomes true, I can execute some set of statements. Either I can execute one statement or I will write some set of statements. Here I wanted to discuss some 2 to 3 points because every if statement has to end with colon in Python. Python doesn't has open brackets and closure brackets in languages such as C, C++, Java, and C#. All these languages they have open brackets and closure brackets as blocks. Python doesn't have open brackets and closure bracket. Here we are going to provide some sort of indentation. Here we are going to provide some sort of indentation. Can you please respond? Hello. Now here the expression in the parenthesis, okay, whatever the expression is there in the parenthesis, okay, it must produce a Boolean result. Okay, Boolean means it always returns either true or false. Now if it is a true, I will execute all the statements. For example, if this expression returns false, then I will not execute the statements and simply I will come out of this if statement. Okay, if false, if this expression becomes false, simply it goes out of the condition. Is it okay? Can you please respond? And every if condition has to end with colon. Every if condition has to end with colon. Now shall we do some applications, please? Now let us write a simple program. If x equal to 10, that means I have assigned a value 10 to x. Now I am writing an expression. If is a keyword followed by expression. X is greater than 10. What is the meaning of 10? Is it greater than or equal to 10? Is it true? Is it true or false?
Yes, true.
Yes. If it is true, I will execute either one statement or two statements. I will return all the statements will be executed. For example, if this expression becomes false, what will happen? It simply comes out of the if condition, and whatever the statements after there after if condition, they will be executed. Is it okay? Can you please respond?
Yes.
Yeah. Next, I will go for some application programs after 10 minutes, please. Now there is another condition called if yes.
I have
Yeah,
a question.
please.
Yeah, this example actually.
Very good.
So say we have
Okay.
a print x is greater than equal to 10, then double quotes, then comma
Yes.
x. So comma x actually, what does that specify?
Yeah, I will discuss it, please. Here it is a string, okay, na?
Yeah.
It is a string, na?
Yeah.
Now after that, if I want attach a value, okay, if after that if I want to attach a value, it is going to print x is 10, okay, na?
But it is already assigned.
Hello?
So when we are doing x equal to 10, it is already assigned.
No. Wait, please. Here who has assigned? I have not assigned any value here, na? Here it will print, it is a string. Now it is going to print as x is greater than or equal to 10. It is a numerical value I have. Now let me showcase in the Jupyter notebook. Just 1 minute, please. Just give me 1 minute. Let me copy this as it is and I'll showcase, please. Same thing. Look at here. What is happening? It is going to print x is greater than or equal to 10. Whatever the string I will print, it is print as it is. Then we are also printing the variable 10, okay, na? After giving some space. If you are not interested, remove it, okay?
Right.
It is going to print only string, okay, na?
So there is no eval, so that's why we need to write it as comma x.
Yes. Here evaluation we are not taking, na? Comma means comma. Yeah, it is a string as it is going to print. Then I'm printing a value for x, okay, now it is going to print x is greater than or equal to 10 and 10. Clear for you?
Yeah.
Now let me go for two conditions. For example, if I have two or more conditions, like look at here the syntax. If the expression returns true, if this expression returns true, then I'm going to execute statements 1. For example, if this expression return false, it will go back to the else statement, and it is going to execute this block statements. Okay. Now here we are checking two conditions. If the expression becomes true, I'm executing the set of statements 1. If the expression becomes false, I'm executing set of statements 2. Okay, now let us take simple example. This example will give you a clear-cut idea. Finding if a given number is even or odd. Let us take x equal to 10. Now what I have done, 10 you divide by 2. Okay, 5 2s are 10. The remainder is 0. Okay, now always what I have written the condition, if x mod 2, x mod 2 means 10 mod 2 is double equal to 0. Yes, is it double equal to 0? So it is true. Then I'm printing x is even. For example, if I take instead of 10, if I take 11, 5 2s are 10, the remainder is 1. Here double equal to 0 will become false. Whenever that condition becomes false, it will go to else block, and which is going to print the statements in the else block. Clear for you?
Yes, sir.
Any queries? Yeah, shall I continue? Now here I'm writing one more program, finding the biggest of two numbers. I have taken x as 10 and y as 20. Okay, now here what I am writing, x 10 is greater than 20. This is false. Because this condition is false, directly it will go to else block, and it is going to execute the statements in the else block. Now for example, if I take x as 20 and y as 10, so 20 is greater than 10, this condition will become true. Then it is going to execute the statements here. It is going to print x is big. Okay, now shall we demonstrate these two? Can you please respond?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. Just a minute. I think even number is not there. Okay, I can write this logic here. Let me put it here. Just 1 minute. Here, look at here, x equal to 10. Now 10 mod 2 double equal to 0. If this condition is true, I'm going to execute this statement. If this condition becomes false, so it will go to else block. Clear for you? Hello? Can you please respond? Now here I am providing a little bit space here. This is called as indentation. While providing indentation, you take either one tab or 4 spaces. 1 2 3 4. Once if you give 4 spaces, the content will go from red to green. Okay, now this is called as indentation. The space we have to give here, this process is called as indentation. Python is not a block oriented language, it is a indented language. Clear for you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Now let us take biggest of two numbers. Yeah, let us take biggest of two numbers. Here I'm taking 100 as first number, 200 as second number. Now what is happening if number 1 is greater than number 2? Number 1 is 100, number 2 is 200. Does 100 is greater than 200? No. So it will go for else block. Now I am assigning the value of number 2 in largest. I am printing the largest. Clear for you? In the PPT, I have discussed one logic, and in the program, I have discussed another logic. Is it clear for everyone? Hello?
So it is printing 200.0 actually. So
yes,
200.
We have converted into float now. Here we have converted the data into float. Clear?
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let me go for multiples more than. If I want to check more than 2 conditions, then I will go for if It is elif and else statements. This is called as a multi-way control. When we need to choose several possible alternatives, then we will go for, now look at here the syntax. If this is a lowercase and this is not uppercase. If expression 1, if this expression 1 is true, I will execute this statement. If this expression 1 false, I will go to elif block. I will come here. Still, if this expression false, it will go to like in this ladder. If all these conditions are false, finally it will go for else block. Okay. Now let us do some example here. I wanted to write a program to find out whether a given number is greater than or less than or equal to that number. Now let me take the first number as 10. Okay, and let me take second number as 20. Then can you, here I will discuss about three cases. Case 1, 10 is greater than 20. Now look at here, 10 is greater than 20. This condition is true. Can you please respond? Is it true? No, no. So it will go to elif block. It will go to elif block. So x is less than y. 10 is less than 20. Yes, it is true. Then it is going to print this condition. X is less than y. This is case 1. Now case 2 is, if I take x as 20 and y as 10. If I take x as 20 and y as 10, then what is happening? 20 is greater than 10. This condition is true. Then it is going to print x is greater than y. Then third condition is, if x and y as 20 comma 20, then what is happening? This condition will become false. This condition will become false. Finally, it will go to else block and it is going to print x double equal to y. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Now I want to go for some application programs. Kindly understand the problem and how we are going to solve the problem. Simply check it out, please. Now, for the next 20 minutes, whatever we are discussing is very, very important. Please understand the programs carefully. Okay, please. This is nothing but checking three conditions. Take 10, 20. If it is, then x is less than y. Now, write the same program, 20 and 10, then x is greater than y. If I take these two as 10 and 10, it is big x is equal to y. Okay, now I wanted to go for some applications. Please understand carefully. Yeah, kindly. I wanted to go for a simple conditional application, please. Now there is a just now I told that there are so many modules in Python. One such kind of module is random. If I want to use in Java, we have called as packages. If you want to import the packages, you are going to use a keyword called import. If I want to use this package, I will use a syntax called import of random. If I want to generate random numbers in between a specific limit, in between 0 and 100, I will call a function called random integer. Now, I am discussing now random integer is a function which always generates a new random number. Okay. Now, using this function, shall I write some applications? Now, can you please read the statement? Write a program that asks the user to enter a programming language. Okay. If I enter Python, it is going to enter a message. This program was written by, else it is going to return nothing should print. Now I will write a statement and explain the program. Now here what is there asking? It is asking to enter a program. If I enter it as Python, it is going to show this message. Else it is going to it will not do anything. Look at here. If I enter Python, it is going to print as this program was written in Python. If I don't print anything, no, other than a, then it will not do anything. Okay, now clear for you? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now let us go for another condition. Now write a program that asks the user to enter a number. Okay, just we are asking the enter, write a program. Then if the number is negative, then I'm going to print a message, can't enter negative. Otherwise, print a square root of that number. Okay, now we have to calculate the square root of that number. In order to calculate square root of a number, I have one more module called math module. It has a function called sqrt. I will discuss what is this modules in the coming sessions. Now let us take input data, input, enter a number. Now let us take, for example, if I give -5, then what it is going to print? If I enter -5, what is the condition? If the number is negative, it is going to print a message telling they cannot enter a negative number. Clear? If I enter -5, what it is printing? If number is less than 0, you cannot enter a negative number. For example, if I enter above greater than 0, if I enter 10, 10 is greater than 0, then I'm asking my machine to calculate square root of that number. Square root of 10 is it 3.1627?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Now let us take next one, 3 conditions now. Understand carefully. Ask the user to enter temperature in the form of Celsius. Now, here it has given 3 conditions. What are they? If the temperature is less than or equal to 0, I wanted to print low temperature. This is condition number 1. If the temperature is between 0 and 35, I wanted to print temperature is okay. So, else, I wanted to print high temperature. Okay. In order to write these 3 conditions, shall I use if, elif, and else? Look at here. Enter the temperature. Read the statement and do the program carefully, and please. Here, if I enter as 0, 0, then what it should get print? If I enter less than 0, let us take -5, then it is printing low temperature. Look at here. If temperature is less than or equal to 0, we are printing low temperature. Now, second condition. If the temperature is in between 0 and 35, 0 and 35, so I will enter 10. So it is going to print temperature is okay. Third condition, if the temperature is not less than 0 and it is not between 0 and 35, I will print 50. Then what it is printing? It is printing a high temperature. Will you agree? Can you please respond?
Yes, sir.
Now here, in second condition, what I have taken 0 and 35 can be taken as 0 is less than temperature and less than 35. Is it okay? Hello? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, let us go for some other application, please. Now, can you please read the statement? Ask the user to enter the number of days. For example, here I have 4 conditions. If the user enters either 28 or 29, I should print as February. Okay. If the user enters 30, I should print April, June, September, November months. If I enter 31, I should print 6 months. Else, I should print it as error. Okay, now? Shall we do? Now, look at here. Enter the number of days. If the days is equal to 28 or 29, logical operations. Okay, either 28 or 29. What I'm printing? February. Now, if the days equal to 30, I'm printing this 4 months. If days equal to 31, I'm printing the 6 months. Else, if all these conditions fails, I'll print error. Clear for you? Hello, shall I execute this now? For example, if I print 28, then it should print it as February. Now, if I take it as 30, then it is taking it as April, June, September. If I enter 31, it is going to print it as any of these 6 months. If I don't print any of these numbers, if I take 20, so it is error, no? Can you please respond?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes,
now,
sir.
like this, we should do something. Yeah, please. Any query, Andy?
It should print all the months actually. So all the months have 20 days.
Yes, yes. Here, I have not given any condition. Na? Did I given any condition for checking 20? Did I given any condition about that? No, I have not given condition. So it will become else. Okay. If all these conditions fails, finally it will go to else block and it is going to print error. Clear?
Right, sir.
Now let us do simple. Yeah, please. Let us read this, Andy. Program that prints all the numbers from 1 to 100. Please understand carefully. Program that prints numbers from 1 to 100. Now, for this, we need loops, Andy, please. Now, I cannot run this example until I give you next PPT, please. Now, let me get into now. This is the most important concept, and please. Okay, let me take some white book. Yes, please look at carefully. I have some set of statements. Okay, if I want to execute all these set of statements until some condition has been met, okay, these are called as a set of statements. If I want to execute this set of statements combinedly until some condition has been satisfied, we will use a concept called loops. Okay, clear? Python supports two loops, for loop and while loop. Okay, first let me start with for loop. Okay, shall I go? In order to understand these loops, first of all, I need to discuss the most important concept of today, and they will ask most of the interviews concept. One is range function. Okay, now let me discuss about range function. Range is a built-in function in Python which is going to generate a sequence of numbers. Okay, once again, remember carefully, range is a built-in function which is going to generate a sequence of numbers. Range function is available in three versions. First version is range of n. Okay, so it is going to generate numbers from 0 to n. And one more condition is n will be excluded. N will be excluded. You should not consider n excluded. This is the most important point, and please can note down in your notebooks. For example, if I write an example, range of 5, it is going to generate sequence of numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 will not be included. This should be excluded. Is it okay? I will wait for 2 minutes. Anyone has any queries, Andy, in this point? Hello?
No, sir.
Now, let me go for second syntax of range function. Range. Here, I will have two variables, m comma n, where m is a start number, it is a start number, and it is a n is a stop number. Okay, so which is going to generate number starting from m to n, so n will be excluded. Now let me take some simple example. Range of 1 comma 10. Whenever I call 1 comma 10, it will start with 1, then next number will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 10 will not be included. This is the second syntax of range function. Clear for you? Clear for everyone? Now, shall I go for range third syntax? Range is a function. Here we have three arguments, m comma n comma increment. It will start now. Let us take a small example. Range of 1 comma 11 comma 2 here. That means it will start with 1. Always I should increment to 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. After 9, I will get 11. So 11 will not be included. So 11 will not be considered here. Is it okay? Can you please get me? If it is okay, I'll give one more example. Now, can you please tell me if I take a range of 11, 3, what will be the output? 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. That's it. 7 plus 3 is 11. I cannot take, 10 I can take. Okay, is it okay?
Yes.
Hello? I will wait for 2 minutes. If any queries in this range function, I will be explain once again. Any query, Andy? This is the first syntax. This is the second syntax, and this is the third syntax. Any queries in this?
Like we are using rand int, so rand int and also sqrt. So similarly, we have a range built-in function. So we do not need to import any library in this case.
Please. Rand is not a built-in function. Okay, we have a module called random. Okay, random is a module. Randint is a function from this module. Okay, na? Whereas range is directly built-in function of Python. Okay.
Right.
Now, any queries in this slide? If there are no more queries, let me start. What is a for loop? Okay. Now, the syntax for loop is, let me take in the white brush. Now, here I'll explain. For is a keyword. For is a keyword followed by, here I will take variable name. Any variable name you take it. Variable name followed by range function. Range. You can use version 1, version 2, and it should get close. Then here I will write some sort of statements with indentation. This is indentation. Okay, na? Here I am going to introduce one operator called in operator here. Okay, na? Now range is a sequence. Will you agree? Range is called a sequence. It is going to generate a sequence of numbers. Okay. When I have some elements in the sequence, in operation returns true. In operation returns true, and the first element, for example, if I take a range of 5, range of 5 is going to generate numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here now when I have elements in the sequence, do I have elements in the sequence? Yes, I have 5 elements starting with 0. Initially I am here. When I have elements in the sequence, in operation returns true. Whenever in operation returns true, the first element will be copied to a variable a. Okay, na? Now I'm going to print off a. Now still I have some elements here. Yes, I have some elements. So in operator once again will become true. So 1 will be copied to a. It is going to print 1. Then still I have some elements. So in operation returns true, 2 will be copied. Still I have some. Once if I reach here, there are no more elements. So here in operation return false. Whenever in operation return false, it simply comes out of the for loop. Is it okay? Can you please respond?
Sir, can you show the exam in Jupyter?
I will show. Please let me explain these 3 syntaxes. Okay. First, I'm explaining the syntax only. Please, I'm explaining the syntax of for loop. For, it is a variable, then followed by in, followed by sequence colon. Is it okay? That's what I'm explaining. Now, shall I continue these 2 expressions? Then I show that. Now,
Yes, sir.
hello. Now, here range of 6, 10 means 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 will not be included. Is it okay? So when I have elements in the sequence, then in operation returns true. Then 6 will be copied to a. Print 6. Then I have elements in the sequence, so in operation returns true. 7 will be copied to a. Print 7. 8 will be copied. 9 will be copied. After that, there are no more elements here. So in operation return false. Whenever in operation return false, it simply comes out of the for loop. Clear? This is a second syntax. Third syntax is range of 11, 20, 2. That means starting number is 11. Increment is 11 plus 13, then 15, 17, 19. I have some sequence of elements. So in operation returns true. 11 will be copied to a. Print 11. Then 13, 15, 17. After 19, there are no more elements. Simply comes out of the for loop. Now, if it is okay for you, I will execute and show in the Jupyter notebook. Shall I go? Hello?
Sir.
Yeah. Any queries, Sandy? Hello? Any queries? If not, let me go for Jupyter notebooks. Yeah, please give me a few minutes. Let me explain what is the meaning of for loops, Sandy, please. Okay, please. Now, look at here. For, let me take a for loop for I in range of 10. Then what will be the output here? I should give colon, then print of I. What it is printing us? It is printing as range of 10 means starting number is 0, ending number is 9. Okay. Here, if I want to print in a row fashion, I should give end equal to, that's it. Okay, here I'm printing in a row fashion. Okay, in order to print the value in row fashion, I should give comma end equal to space. If I don't give any space, all these values will get attached. So I'm giving space here. Okay, na? Is it clear for you? Hello? Now,
Yes,
for
sir.
example, if I take range 1, yeah, please, any queries, Sandy? You are saying, sir, but you are not asking any question, and please ask the question, please.
Sir, in case we give say end equal to comma, so comma in that case will the last character be comma or 9?
You want to print comma?
Yeah.
Let us do.
Last,
Okay, clear?
last character is 9. Oh, sorry, comma.
It will come after every variable. It will get comma. Okay.
Okay.
After every value, it will get comma. So, in order to overcome that, I have given a space. Clear?
Right.
Now, let us take with increment operator. Increment is 2. Then, I think these 3 statements are clear for you about for loop. Hello? Now,
Yes.
yeah, any query, Andy? Hello?
No, sir.
Yeah, if there are no more queries, can you please answer me this query, this one? If there are no more queries, can you answer me this one? Yeah, that you know, everyone can do it, please. Everyone can do this. Now, I want this question, Andy, please. This one, please. Can you answer me? For A in range of 1, 6. Here, I know that my range of numbers are 1 to 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initially, 1 will be copied to A. That every number will be multiplied with 2. Clear? 1 multiplied by 2, 2 multiplied by 2, 3 multiplied by 2, 4 multiplied by 2, 5 multiplied by 2. Clear for you? Hello? Now let me discuss a 2 minutes 2 minutes discussion, then I will go for next application, please. Here, for example, I have string 1. Anything within double quotes is called a string. Here, ONE1. Now, let me take S2. S2 is a string. Here, I have TWO2. Okay. Now, if I give S1 plus S2, here plus is called as not addition operation. This plus is called as a concatenation operation. Concatenate. Now, if I print S1 of S2, print S1 plus S2, what it is going to print? ONE1. Then it is going to print as TWO2. Okay, now plus separate. Yeah. Any query, Andy?
No, sir.
Hello? But if you don't have any queries, why are you responding? I'm getting some sort of noises, so I'm stopping my discussion. Please don't interrupt. If you have a query, then only you please interrupt me, Andy, please. Now here plus operation is called as concatenation. Same thing. If I take A equal to 10, B equal to 20. This is called as addition, not concatenation. Now C will become 30 here. If I do the same plus operation with strings, that is called as concatenation. If I do the same plus operation with the numeric data, that will be addition operation. Is it okay? Will you agree? Now, OR operation, if I do on numeric data, same thing multiplied by B, it will become 200. Same thing if I do, look at here, yes, star 2. Here star is called as a replication operation. Replication, also called as a repetition operation. Repetition. Listen carefully these terminologies, and if I apply multiplication operation with integers, it will do multiplication operation. Star operation will become multi. If I apply same star with the string, it is called as replication. Now here what is the output is ONE1, ONE1, because S1 consisting of ONE1, that will be repeated for 2 times. Star means it is called as replication operation. Clear? Now if you know this concept, kindly note down this concept. And if I use string operation, if I use plus operation between 2 strings, it is called as concatenation. If I use star operation between 2 strings, that is called as replication operation. If I use plus operation and multiplication operations on integers, it will do addition and multiplication. If it is clear, I'm going to discuss a beautiful example. This one, please. Everyone, can you please tell me the outcome of this? Here, look at here. S1 is ABC, S2 is X plus 1. Look at here. What is S3? ABC, X, Y, Z. Here, star operation, if I do on string will be repeated for 2 times. Now, can you please tell me the output of this one? I don't involve. I need an output. Everyone, can you please type the output on the chat box, and I will evaluate who are doing that, please. Can you please respond? Can you please respond with your output? Not 1 star only, please. Shall I explain? It is not 1 star. It consisting of some logical thing. Whatever I have discussed right now, please. Let me explain this concept, please. Understand it carefully, Andy. Please understand it carefully. Now, let me take a pen. Here, what I have given range of 1, 6. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is going to generate 5 numbers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, here I have some sequence of elements. So in operation returns true. So 1 will be copied to I. Now what is I here? I will be 1. Okay. Now I am printing this here. I will be 1. Here this star is in the now. Star will be printed for 1 time. Then second time 2 will be copied to I. Here star will be printed for 2 times because I will be 2 here. Then 3 will be copied to I. So star will be printed for 3 times. I will be 4. Star will be printed for 4 times because here the star is called a repetition operation. Then finally it is going to print 5 times here. Is it okay? What is the output of this one? Check out. Whatever the symbol I will give, that many number of times it is going to print it. Clear?
So in this, we are going to multiply with 0.
Sorry, and it is not multiplication, it is repetition, and 100 times I told. It is
Okay.
if I give star operation with strings, it is called as repetition, not multiplication. Just now I discussed it, please.
Yeah. So in case the repetition is with 0.
If it is 0, then nothing will print. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. With this, I wanted to stop the discussion.